what the hell is this BYOB for Popeyes? Like,
I need y'all to break it down for me because I had.
So for everybody who was on this Popeyes craze, you know, they were selling these chicken sandwiches, which throughout the power of social media, gave them the opportunity to basically sell out. They sold out. They sold out so much that they weren't even able to afford to have any more sandwiches. The workers were tired of y'all asses standing in line to get a motherfucking chicken sandwich. So they sold them out. They'll be back. But then they decided to make this creative idea of people bringing their own bun and basically getting chicken tenders on the bun. But you gotta bring your own shit in order to experience this until they decide they gonna bring this
BYOB.
So
while you wait
is what it is. And I want to get your thoughts on this bullshit because I'm not about to bring no bun and pay the same price of a sandwich without the sandwich. So I can come home and make my own chicken tenders from a Tyson bag in this quiet. Like the fuck are you talking about? I'm not about to bring my bag. Nah. So you gonna put money in my bag? Like what the fuck? Nah. How y'all think about? What y'all feel about
this? I'm bringing my own bun. I'm paying $1, $2
right.
most. I'm not paying for the price of a sandwich. You just giving me meat.
Right, like how the fuck you gonna give me the 10? I gotta bring my lettuce, my tomatoes, my pickles, the mayo, and you gonna tell me I gotta pay full price for a sandwich? Yeah, you got me.
For that, I'm gonna go to my freezer section in the supermarket and get my own chicken tenders.
I wasn't even
sandwich.
Instead of me bringing my own bun, this should be some dry ass biscuits.
Right, and put it
bread.
And put it on the bread.
Add the fucking black and red sauce. God.
Cause let me tell you something. Low key, I love them biscuits. And he would say something about eating. Wait. So
how do you eat them?
So the other day I was like, I'm not eating fucking dry ass biscuits. Like I'm trying to live. You seem to be stuck right here. You can't get it down. You gotta drink like 3 gallons of water to even get it to the stomach. So when he said, "Oh, I got a gap, so I can eat it because I serve whatever," and he got a list. So the other day I'm like, yo. Let me try the biscuit dry. I ordered from DoorDash. You know with DoorDash, you don't get no jelly, you don't get no butter, you don't get no fork,
they don't give you butter and jelly out the store. And
you have to. But I think you weren't at one point in time you was getting jelly out of the packet.
You gotta ask for it.
Now, you don't ask for it. If I don't put it in, like, can I get a knife, a fork, and some jelly? I'm seeing this shit dry. So the other bucket, I ain't got no jelly in the crib. Let me try this shit. When I say I tore that biscuit the fuck up, like R.I.P. to that biscuit, I don't think I left a crumb in that box. Like, I was like, yo, he was right.
Nah, the biscuits are good with the jelly.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it has to be with the jelly.
Yeah, it has to be with the jelly.
Be by itself.
Yo,
you will die.
I always make sure I get my jelly.
Yo,
I'm upset with my jelly. I can't eat my biscuit.
The Flatbush, the fucking Popeyes on Utica, every time I go, I need to carry insurance paper because I know them biscuits be dry as fucking. I don't see nobody eat them. Maybe in that one pile, the whole day from the time it opens to the time it closes with these dry ass biscuits. But how are y'all feeling about this fact that they gotta bring your own bun to get some chicken tenders?
No. The more ridiculous things that people are actually going for that and do it. That's the most.
If I catch anybody standing in line
ridiculous
with a bun in their hand to get some chicken tenders, I'm smacking the shit out of y'all. Like where have we gone? We're that desperate for some chicken tenders. It's already frozen, guys. It's already frozen. If you guys didn't realize, it's frozen chicken. Go to Costco's, go to BJ's, bitch, go to Sam's Club and get some motherfucking chicken and just fry it like to the seasoning you want. And put your shit. I know I'm mad emotional about this, but that's because it's like there's a lot of money getting some buns. Like you got this is a lot of money.
But that's too much work. If I'm gonna bring my own, and then I still gotta wait online for the chicken tender.
If it's not $2 or $3 out the Wonder Bread pack, then I gotta pay a lot of money to get some buns. I'm not about to buy no.
I was gonna say, you know how expensive bread is.
Right,
like,
bread is a
why
lot of
would I
money.
do that?
And then it dies fast, so you gotta
go
immediately
make sure you
to the Popeyes because if you don't get to the Popeyes on time, then my bread is moldy, and I gotta bring more bread. to the motherfucking Popeyes. Okay, no, we're not doing that.
cannot.
We're not about to live that type of lifestyle. I can't. But yeah,
They're trying too hard.
I get the social media.
They are.
I get the social media craze. I get the fact that you want to make money because your marketing skills in the beginning were A1. But let it go. Like let it go. Social media is like a one-op thing. You get in it and then you get out. Like that 15 minutes of fame, it was there. Now it's going. We ain't bringing no buns to no Popeyes. If anybody watching this right now and you bring a bun to Popeyes, just know I'm gonna be standing there waiting for you to come out so I can knock that shit out your motherfucking hand. Do not bring no buns to no Popeyes. But speaking about like doing things, people all this hard work. We wanted to discuss the topic today, which is really near and dear to everybody in this room, and that's basically trying to fulfill your dreams and do things for yourself and be entrepreneurs, but being stuck working a full-time job to make it happen. I'm gonna hand it over to my ladies over here because they're the queens for today, and I don't want to leave this. So, ladies, how do y'all feel about this situation? I feel like a lot of us are going through this right now, in some way, shape, or form, where we have a dream. Even if you did the math, and probably talk about it too. When we have something we want to do, we went to school for this, or whatever it may be, or it's been a passion for a very long time, but because of who we are and who we may not know and who we may not connect to, we have to work a full-time job 40, 50, 60 hours just to fund our dream. How do you feel about that?
It's crazy. I feel like I got the weight of just generations on my shoulder because I'm trying to break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen older generations, and it's just like they're unhappy. You know what I'm saying? They're not fulfilled. They're not living the life that they want to live. And I'm just like, I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's really, really tough. It's really hard. And it's like, you have to either be all in or not.
And that's true. Either all in or like, that's it. And it is crazy because there's nothing wrong with people having a lifelong dream of being a doctor or a nurse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or being a school teacher. Or whatever type of educator you are. Like, no one's knocking you. But there are a lot of people out here right now who have a dream of wanting to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? They want to own their own business. They want to like, do this. You know what I'm saying? And they're stuck right now trying to fund that because it costs money for people to believe in you. Just to be completely clear here. Like, most people in society now are not, because everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's trying to fend for the same entire dream. That what makes yours different than his, and what are you willing to do to get there? Does that make any sense?
No, it makes perfect
sense. How you feel about that?
Was it earlier this year? Last year? Was it like, damn, I don't even know. Time was so fast. I was working, doing overnight, interning, DJing, and coming here. So it was. No, I'm getting my whole shit fucked up. But the point is, it's a lot. But it's like you have to do it because, like you were saying, you have the weight of generations. You have your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles telling you what you want to do this, take the city test. I'm like, nah, I don't want to be a cop. I don't want to be a firefighter.
Just get a job.
I don't want to do it. MTA is cool, but like, it's not what I want to do. Right? It's not what I want to do. So it's hard to like you don't want to disobey your parents, but you see why they take you to the job because it's so hard to survive in New York out here. But it's like, I want to do what I want to do. You can't tell me when I'm little you can do anything you want to do. Now I'm trying to do that. Oh, get a job so you can pay bills. You hitting that age where it's time to have kids. You 27, pushing 28 is you got to hit the social boundary that life has set. That it's not even fair. Like, fuck that. White kids stay with their parents till they damn near 30.
That's true. That's so true.
Black parents, y'all throw so much weight on y'all kids. They make you feel like they didn't ask to be here. You brought us here because whatever was slip ups or you wanted a kid. We didn't ask to pay for bills. We stayed here until we get our shit together. Then we'll leave. We'll help out with the house. But it's fucked up how some parents just make it seem like the once they hit 18 or a certain age or you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Well, it's like, damn, I can't even enjoy being of this age.
Right.
I can't do certain shit. Like, it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be in my 40s and 50s at a job waiting, just counting down till I get to retire with a full pension.
Yeah.
And then even with that, you only get a percentage of what you work for.
It's
The
true.
whole
Yeah.
fund. Suck my dick.
And it's so true. Like, you know, and I get it. Back in those days, those were the dreams. Getting these city jobs and working for MTA and doing all those things. You know,
Because it was stable and it was secure for them. You know what I mean? So I can definitely identify with that. But at the same time, to DJ theme, my next point, they are not happy. They're not happy now. They probably weren't happy then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. But you can't live vicariously through us because you're not happy. You know what I mean? I feel like we are in that generation where we were kind of like movers and shakers. You know what I mean? Like we are coming in a generation, we're breaking down barriers. We want, like she was saying, we want to kind of like break down these stereotypes and these things about saying you can't do this, or your dream should be taking the city test so you can work for the city and then retire and then die right after when you've not lived any, you've not seen anything, you've not done anything. Like and like the saying, like, okay, so growing up you told me if I wanted to be a singer, if I wanted to be this, I could do it. And now my heart, my passion is this. But now you're telling me that I don't have a real job. What the hell is a real job? You know what I mean?
My mother hit me with that the other day. I tried to have an interview for Same Ass. It was a full-time position. So like, oh, so you just not get a real job? I'm like, wow. They got benefits, my nigga.
But my thing is, how dare you tell somebody that you don't have a real job? This job probably paid more than what y'all get.
So you know what's crazy? Anytime they'll slide me the test, I do research. How much did you make? Fucking at a time I was working. I was doing retail, and without overtime, with maybe minus a few $100s, I'm making the same amount of NYC cop graduation. Like we make the same amount. I just didn't have benefits, and I don't worry about getting shot. Right. I got a full call for some Japanese motherfuckers. Like I was getting the same amount, so I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't know. Yeah. I love you, but fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Growing up, it was like that for me too. Like I know, I love my grandmother to death. I do. I'm gonna preface that before I say the rest of this shit. So growing up, I just wanted to make money. I wanted to, like, you know what I mean? I knew that my passion was this. I went to school for this. And even though I was kind of like in school forever, because you don't know when you're 18, 19, you want to have a good time. You don't really, sometimes your what your calling is not clear because you want to live, and for us it's like going out. You're finally able to kind of be your own person and not feel so restricted of being what somebody else wants you to be. And I know when I first started kind of like wanting to do this, my grandma like, you got to get a real job. Like you're 18, you should go out, you're filling out following stuff of the city and all that good stuff. But I'm like, that sounds cute, but I don't feel that.
Yo, first of all, them city jobs, you pay to apply. You have to take a test. And then wait 5 years before you make.
I took a test in fucking 2012 for like clerical. It's almost 2020.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
I took like 3 city tests and like I did good. But mid-80s.
Right. Like I don't want the job when I'm 97. You can keep that motherfucking job. I don't want it now. Like now I don't want it. But then I started working for restaurants, and she still was like, well, MTA hiring. Well, let them bitches hire. I don't want the fucking job. And even in the beginning of doing Courtney's Corner, like, this is self-funded, guys. For those of you who always ask me, how do we do this? It's called a pocket. It's called a pocket. And the money comes out of the pocket every time we have an event. Every time we gotta book a studio, every time we gotta get people to come on and do certain things, we gotta pay for this shit. It's not free. This place right here is not free. Like, we're just not being handed these opportunities. We gotta pay for this. So like when people always say, oh well, how do you do it? How do you make this happen? Unfortunately, I have to work a 10, 12-hour job a day to make this dream happen. Yeah. But I feel like, how do we begin to kind of break this cycle? Or will we ever break this cycle? We always have to kind of work to fend for ourselves. When we work the rest of our lives kind of making our dreams happen, and if so, then what do we teach our kids?
I know what I'm teaching my kids. Whatever you want to do, bring a plan forth, and I got you. That's it. If you want to fucking drive trains for Amtrak and MTA, alright, cool. Just make sure your math and your science and your physics and your weight is good, and go ahead. If you want to be a DJ, alright, we starting early.
Right.
Ain't no cartoons, nigga. We hearing music from 1950, 40, 30. We going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna work.
Hard, my nigga. If you want to work, you gonna work.
You gonna work. What about you, Jen?
I think that plays a large part of it too, because I know for myself, I got started late in life doing what I wanted to do. Not that I didn't know, I just didn't have support, because I had older parents. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to guide me. So, and then at that time, everything was so different than it is today. Like today, it's easier to get on, but it's still as hard as it is. It's still easier today.
Right.
So they didn't even know how to support me. You know what I mean? It was really hard. So, and then, coming from parents from the South, they're old fashioned. They were just like, dreams. What's that? You know what I mean? Okay, all right, go ahead in there and go to school. Go ahead and get your grades. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, you want to do this? Okay, let's take you to here. Maybe these people can help you. Let's put you in this school. No, it was nothing like that.
What I think is true for our parents is that they know how to survive.
Yeah.
Right, because their parents had to know how to survive.
Exactly, and that's just not good enough for us anymore. I think as a collective, and I think that is where the disconnect is, because we're not trying to just survive. We want to be happy. We want to have the life that we want to have, and they don't have that resources in terms of they did what they had to do. Period. It wasn't about their dreams. It wasn't about their happiness. No, they did what they had to do. They did what they knew how to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Which in reality, in some cases, isn't always a bad thing, because you have to provide for these kids. You have these kids. You want to give them the home. You don't want them sitting out on the street, sleeping in the basement somewhere. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But why would you not want to break that cycle? You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of parents, even back then, like may have wanted to, but then got stuck. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now your dreams are gone. Right. So now you're trying to live vicariously through us.
A lot of them do.
Right. I know. I don't want to work in this field. Right. No, I didn't go to school for that field. Yep. Like, this is what I love. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy getting up every day and talking about Courtney's Corner. Yeah. I enjoy every day going over to Strahan and Sarah and being a part of the team. I enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my passion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not talking about like networking versus connection. Like, this is what I love. I crave this, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, and fortunately, I'm in a predicament where I'm at a job that I don't like. I'm sorry if you're watching somebody from management. I don't like it, you know what I mean? But I make it happen, because if I don't get that check, it doesn't survive. You know what I mean?
It's the same. I definitely agree.
Right, and like she was saying, like, and I'm gonna preface this real. I love it. I love my family. I love my friends. But the support sometimes can be make or break you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, my family, I know they love me, and I know they support me, and I know, you know what I mean. But sometimes, like, when you don't feel it happening, you don't see it. You know what I mean? Like, liking a post and commenting on a post is one thing, but being there is another thing. You know what I mean? Like, being present and like helping to go through these stages. But I know, like, me myself personally, I'm not gonna ask you. Like, I don't want to ask you because I don't want to be let down. But sometimes the support is necessary for the growth of the whole entire thing. You know what I mean? Like, maybe your support can help. You may know somebody that can help get me someplace higher than this. You know what I mean? But right now I'm still working at a job which I hate because I can't find that piece. You know what I mean? And I've done all the outside things, but I feel like I'm missing this piece. And I feel like a lot of us are like that. That's why we work in these jobs, because we can't live off of this our dreams. And that's the sad part. And that's what I'm happy we're touching on today. Like, how do we allow ourselves to get to a place where we're being paid to live our dreams? You know what I mean? I'm there now. You know what I mean? I've got the tools to get there. And I know it takes hard work. Like, you did the man was saying, listen, you know, at 8 years old, you want to do this shit? Then at 8 years old, we're going to start you doing this, we're going to start doing that. So at about 18, you are a pro. You know, and that's what you call true support. And I feel like and I hope nobody take offense to what I'm saying right now, but I do feel like we were in the age where we were growing up, where we weren't getting that support, because they weren't living their dreams, so you can't live your dreams. Like, because this is what, just like dreams versus reality for them sometimes.
But and the tension of trying to chase your dreams and then living in the reality of, okay, my dreams ain't gonna pay my rent right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even in Sister Act, you know what I mean? Even though it was a fake movie, like that part where Lauryn Hill wanted to sing.
Right.
And her mother was like, no.
Right.
You know what I mean? Her mother was like, no. Those little shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You know what I mean? Like, and like, it's a waste of time. And in reality, you don't know how that could save your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that can inspire you into something that you may want to do. You know what I mean? Like your mother, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like where do we go from there? And I even pose this question to you guys that are watching right now. What are some tools you guys have to start that process? Because we got kids growing up right now who have dreams. Are we now going to be the parents who are going to say, you know what, you got to get 9 to 5. This is how you make it in the world. Or are we going to support these young people and say, you know what, you want to play the guitar, you want to sing, you want to dance, let's get you here, let's get you there. You know what I mean? Because I don't think this shit is it. I don't think this shit is it. Every day I go to work, I'm probably going to have some flack for this, but I don't give a fuck. It's uncensored. Fuck it. Like every day I go to work, I'm just like, yo, this is not it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that feeling that you have.
You feel like you can feel the difference in us doing this. Yeah. And like as tired as I am from working all fucking day, I love coming here. And like it comes right on. Like it's natural. You know what I mean? Versus having to go to work every day and be fake. Hi, how are you? That's like, you know, how may I help you? Like, oh my God. Like,
that is 100% true. Because, you know, I do this every week. I'm back and forth. Yeah. Every single Sunday. And I will be exhausted by the time we leave here.
It's true.
And I'll be exhausted.
Are so afraid that if we help somebody else get to a place in their life, it'll help them level up in a way that we're going to miss out on something. And that's not the way. That's not real. That's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. And I feel like we can help people make it. And I always say this, and I write this a lot. There's so much room for all of us to win.
Yes.
There's so much room.
Yes.
This is one of the biggest things in the world.
I wish people understood that. Because if anything, you want your friends at the table in the rooms vouching for you. Yep. Because if I'm doing something that I know Courtney is good at, then I'm going to call my friend up as opposed to them getting an outside person who may not be even as good.
That's true. That's so true. Like, and I feel like even in like social media, you feel like there's so many creatives. There's so many people out there doing photography. They're doing hair. They're doing makeup. They're doing so many. They're visionaries. You know what I mean? But part of growth is being able to do it as a team. You can't do it by yourself and hog all this to yourself and expect to be extremely successful. We all need somebody. Yeah. You know, analytics and seeing people who are watching. Most of the people who are watching were not even people that I knew. Yeah. Like, even people who subscribe to the channel. I'll be like, I don't even know half of the people. Like, we are the people who, like, oh, yeah, congratulations. And, you know, I see you. How you see me, but you won't even press subscribe. You know what I mean? Yeah. How you see me and you won't share my shit. Now, I'm not asking people to feel sorry for us. We've come a long way. And we working fucking hard.
Listen.
We come a long way. We work
if y'all don't know, we work.
I used to be so upset about it, but then I realized, you know, you gotta be able to support your own shit, like, and manifest your own dreams. But I feel like in this day and age, there are so many of us. Like, if we all utilize each other to kind of make each other grow, we will be unstoppable. Like, but the fact that we can't and we won't because it's the mentality.
Right. Like, we have to build bridges, not walls.
Right. Like, we can't. Like, and that's why I keep saying, like, networking is great, but connection is better. Like, I want to connect with somebody who's just as passionate about wanting to be something other than, you know, other than working inside a fucking office where you're working with somebody your entire life, where even if you're managing, you're still being told what to do, what time to come in, what to wear, you know, how to act. I'm a fucking fool. And I can't help that as a job. Like, I'm going to be me. Right. And you're going to take it. Because that's what I'm giving you. Like, and for a long time, I would go to work and I would be what the description of the job was. So that I can get the job. Right. And now I'm at this age where you're going to take me as the fuck I am until I'm ready to go, until I'm done. Because I'm not going to change me for you. Right. You know, because you sit at home with your girlfriend and your mistress, and you sit up top, living your best life, because this is your dream, while we're working beneath you to help you get your dreams. Somebody, right? Because somebody believed in you and supported you to get you there, but you want help somebody, another creative.
Yeah, I try not to have that mentality at all. Like I'll do whatever I can to help people. You know, I've always been that way. If I know something, I'll try to help you, put you on. You know what I'm saying? I've done workshops with the knowledge that I have up until where I'm at. Yeah. You know, I've done a round table just to give out the information of the things that I know. Right. I got on this team because of that, to help the artists that I know to get another platform. You know what I'm saying? So everything with Words Unleashed, everything. It's like I feel like if you just hold back what you know and you don't help others with it, where are you really going anyway? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to keep building and you have to keep growing with these blocks, and somebody's gonna help you. You have to help somebody. It just has to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So if you spread that to others, then they'll catch on and it'll keep going, and it will come back to you. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It might not come back to you right away or the way you may want it, but it'll be that it might maybe years down the line it'd be like, oh shoot, I planted that seed. You know what I'm saying? And now you're like, okay, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? But so many people are selfish and they don't get that mentality, and
and that's what keeps us stuck. That's what keeps us here, and that's why a lot of the people are not elevating in their careers, because until you have utilized it so that way you can help somebody else win. Your gift is never going to manifest itself, because, like she was saying, he's planting these seeds. You don't know how helping somebody not only plants a seed for them, but plants a seed for yourself.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like when I started quoting this corner, I told myself I did not want to do this alone. That it was more efficient doing it with people and a team of creatives that believe, and not just so much my vision, but inputting their vision to make this a bigger vision. Does that make any sense? Like, I went in this in the beginning. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna know what I'm gonna do. Like, I've never done this with real people. But then I realized, even doing this, even through like the ups and downs, that we've had a lot. But I realized that it's not mine anymore. It's ours. Yeah. We each came in with something creative and we made it happen. Right. And we've gotten as far. We've gotten this far because we've planted seeds in this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell Misha, this was a baby that is now walking. You know what I mean? Like, so like something good is happening out of this. You know what I mean? It may not be where we're making millions of dollars yet, but we've come somewhere. And this is what I share with everybody else. Like, you're stuck in this job and you have so much talent, but what's holding you back right now is the fact that you feel that you can keep all that to yourself and you want people to support you. You can't get support if you're not going to give it.
You're not going to, it requires a sacrifice. And then two, me personally, I believe what is for me is for me. So I'm not stressing what you have. I will gladly help you because what mine is mine. And I firmly believe that. Yeah. If we all thought like that and we all truly, genuinely like extended a hand to help each other, I believe we'd be in a so much better place than we are.
We would. I feel like we would be able to achieve our dreams.
We'd be fucking rich.
We'd be fucking rich.
If we moved the same way the Hasidics move in Williamsburg and Crown Heights,
that's a fact.
Just don't say that shit. It's the truth.
Because you don't see them by themselves.
We'd be fucking rich. It'd be more black-owned corner stores and chicken spots than you see any other race. But niggas is selfish. Niggas is niggas don't like sticking together. It's always me, and not us. Niggas are the biggest hypocrites, and I call niggas down there all the time. Like, fuck out here, shit. Like Biggie said, niggas be talking it, but ain't living it.
Mm-hmm. It's so true. It's so true. Like you can't expect to further your dream if you're drawing somebody else's dream up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. You know, but like this is what the question is for today. You know what I mean? And whether we answer it tonight or not, one of the things that we kind of want to come across, and you can answer it after the live is over, like what can we start doing moving forward to help one another grow? And don't we think that it's time? It's time. Like, are we not tired of the white man and all the other races being able to come in and swoop in and make their dreams happen because they're doing this shit together? Meanwhile, you still living with your mama in the twin-size bed that you grew up in because you refuse to work as a team, as a cohesive. You know what I mean? Like, anything you guys want to add to that? However,
I do miss living in my mom's crib. I sure if I lived in my mom's crib, because living in Brooklyn was a lot easier and closer to get to everything. Coming from Queens, but go ahead, that's all.
Let me just. I wish every day that I didn't leave, but let me just. I was paying rent there anyway. So, yeah. Another thing, like I'm tired of your topic. But stop charging your kids when they turn 18. That'll make them grown. That'll make them grown. Stop expecting them to pay bills.
Right. Just like you,
right? Like stop expecting them to be a full-grown adult at 18. They just graduated college. They don't know what it is to be in high school. Like they don't know what it is about real right at all.
Let me buy my Jordans and my phone during my youth. That's the only thing I could do. Really, I can't go nowhere. Like pay bills and do what? Be miserable like you?
Right. Like you expect them to. You're expecting them to be full-grown, and they're just now learning what living is. Yeah. They just took the chapter 1 and started reading it. So parents, we gotta do better in supporting our young people. And supporting the people who are at that age where they've crossed the threshold but haven't got the key to the door yet. You know what I mean? Like it's sad to raise expectations that weren't raised for you. I know Grandma Betty was not charging you $500 to sleep in that one bedroom. You know what I mean? To sleep in that one fucking bedroom. Yeah. And after you graduated high school, I know she wasn't. So how do you feel like that's okay to do to somebody else? So in reality, we're talking about brokenness right now. And one of the things that's broken are us.
Yeah.
You know, am I wrong? Like we're broken.
100%. I always say, if I could, I would sign up my whole entire family for therapy because I know we need it because it's broken. Like it's broken, and the sad part about it is we're passing it on.
Yep. Yeah. And we're not learning anything from it.
We're not learning because nobody wants to talk about anything. Like, nobody wants to talk about anything, and that is the most frustrating thing because that's how you heal things. Mm-hmm. You have the conversations.
Right, and not being afraid to, like, be uncensored. I feel like a lot of times in our families, even though they're family, we're playing this fucking character for them. What they want us to be, what their expectations are of us, you know what I mean? That we can't be who we are with them. And if you can't be like that with your family members, then who the hell could you be like that with? You know what I mean? Like, what about you? Like,
shit, I'm a complete outcast with my family. I've always been a complete outcast. I've never felt like I fit in. Yeah. And I just move differently. I think differently, and you know, I used to be. Well, it used to get to me. I still am. They used to get to me to criticize me for the way that I thought and the way that I saw life. Right. But I had to get to the place of appreciating who I am and being different. You know what I'm saying? And understanding how rare that is, and really just embracing it and loving it. You know what I'm saying? But it took a long time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I'm still dealing with a lot of the traumas from growing up. You know, the way I did, because, like you said, everything would just get brushed under the rug. Yeah, you wouldn't talk about it. I used to tell my mom growing up, like, we need therapy. She's like, we fine. We don't. I'm like, no, we're not.
Black people don't need that. Like,
you know, exactly. We don't need it. I'm like, no, we need therapy.
Just pray about it. Like that's, you know,
because what happens at home stays at home bullshit is the reason why people are going through like suicide and mental issues. You know what I mean? And are struggling with finding security within themselves because you're telling them whatever they're going through should be sheltered in this bubble, and then you're throwing them out into the world and expecting them to be okay. They can't be okay because what's broken started at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're throwing them out into a bigger home where they have to fend for themselves, and they haven't even fixed the pieces that are broken when we're a place where they're supposed to be safe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, one thing I always say is that dysfunctional adults are just broken children who never heal.
Yes. Yes.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? Well, say it again. 20 people in the back. Say it again.
Dysfunctional adults are just broken children who never heal.
Did y'all listen? That's some shit for the day.
Beautiful.
That is a well-said statement for the day, and it is so fucking true. Like, you're broken because you're a child who was told every day you didn't matter, or who was told every day, if you tell anybody, I'm going to hurt you, or if you tell anybody, I'm going to whip your ass, or if anybody finds out, you tell a teacher, you tell this, you tell that. So they grow up and you add scars to their lives every day, and then you're expecting them to be an adult because number one, they're 18, which is toxic, and then you throw them out into the world and expecting them to be full-blown adults.
Even worse, you're broken. You get with somebody who's broken.
Right. Oh. And you create another broken family.
And exactly.
And the cycle just keeps continuing.
Exactly.
You know?
Now all y'all niggas is broken.
Right, so now everybody broken, the whole thing broken, starting from the matriarch, all the way down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then on top of that, it's like, you know that deep down inside, that's what it is. So it's like you can't even get upset to an extent, because it's like, I understand that you don't even understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know, I love you, you're my family, but it's like, so it's just a lot. Then you're tormented in your own mind. You're trying to find your own solitude.
And then let's talk about this. Even if you're family, you can be toxic.
Right.
Let's just make that very clear.
Yes. Like, and I feel like a large part comes from family.
Yes.
Like the toxicity of it all comes from the family, which is why you were saying then you leech to other toxic people, because that's all you know.
Yeah. Right.
That's all you know. At the end of the day, you don't know anything else. You know what I mean? So you get like a toxic girlfriend or a toxic boyfriend, then you guys have toxic kids, and you are. All they've done is not passing down what they know to the next generation, and so forth and so on. And we need to break that. And now, what do we do to break that? Which is the underlying question of the entire night. Is working a 9 to 5 breaking a cycle, or living your dreams? Or is that the reality? Is that sometimes you gotta spend your whole life working to afford your dream? Is that a true statement? And if it isn't a true statement, then what should we be doing? Like, what are we doing wrong? Hey, Taniqua, what are we doing wrong? Or who should we be talking to? You know what I mean? Who should we be talking to? That's like where does it start? Now, we touched on a lot of stuff just now, but like, where do we begin to, like you said, find the healing in it? Because like even in relationship, we're not even talking about family. Like, you need to heal within yourself before you may want to spread. You know, a lot of times the reason why you're not willing to spread it because you've been hurt so long trying to, you know, like give and nothing is being given to you, or you know what I'm saying, or you exhausted in your mind giving away things because you feel like this is the only thing that loves me. Right. You know what I mean? And you don't know how to give. You know what I mean? So like it's a lot. Like I'm happy we touched on for instance, to get into business for yourself, which is what we're trying to do. But in large part, even that is not. It's hard. Getting into business for yourself is easier said than done. You know what I mean? You got a plan in place. You know what I'm saying? You are working a full-time job to keep that plan in place. Right. But how do you make how does the money work for itself? You know what I mean? How can you go to sleep at night and know that, you know what, my bank account is fine. Right. It's making its own money. It's making its own revenue. What I'm doing, my business, is making its own money. Like, where do we get there? Like, and this is where we're talking about, like, helping each other, T. Like, how do we allow each other to start networking and connecting together so that we, as creatives, we are uplifting each other and not just saying, you know what, he got this, you know what I mean? And if I share what I got with him, it's going to downplay what I got. Yeah. Instead of uplift each other and we all shine together. Yeah. You know?
I think one of the steps, if we support someone, genuinely support them. Like if you say you're going to be somewhere for your friend, show up.
Yeah. Show up. Yep. Yep.
And not for nothing, but sharing posts and stuff on Facebook and social media, that stuff is free. Y'all want to be complaining about how much stuff costs and you can't go here and go there. Sharing stuff is free.
Yeah.
Man, the way I'm blessed to reach to a point where I can walk into certain places and get in for free. So it's like, if I tell you to pull up, just know you're going to be good. I feel like as a DJ, that's one of the hardest things I have, is getting support from my actual friends. Yeah. But also, a lot of my actual friends have kids and shit, so it's like, I'm not mad you couldn't come because you can't babysitter, or, you know, you and baby mom's not on good terms, or you live far. I get it, but other than that, if you don't got shit to do, and I say you can get it for free, they can pull the fuck up. Yeah. Unless I'm trash, I'm just buying it for 5 years.
It's so true, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's the thing that kind of burns me sometimes. Like, you want me to support your business. You want me to go out my way and share your stuff and show up to your stuff. But we've been subscribing to Courtney's Corner all this time, and you ain't pressed the subscribe button yet. I don't see your face up on none of my likes, comments, or views.
Right.
You're not sharing it on your page, but then you want me to go out my way, and I feel like because of the person that I am, I'm not petty, not like that, because I feel like we should all reach our dreams. So I'm going to still share it, but then you wouldn't say to yourself, well, the support is real, the support is genuine. Let me return it. You're just going to eat up all the support, and this is why sometimes people don't want to invest their time, because they feel like, okay, I'm gonna give you everything, and I'm gonna be left with nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But one thing A.K. Pacino said was, it starts with what we are taught. We're usually told, find a job and retire, rather than find a job and invest in your own assets. And that's kind of what we were talking about this now, like, because it's hard. It's so hard to save, and I get saving is everything, but it's hard to save when you're basically living from check to check. You know what I'm saying? You're living to pay a bill. You're living to...
And that's not life.
And that's not life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these jobs are not going to give you what you're worth. They'd rather drain you. And it's like they're feeding you. Every Friday you go back because they're feeding you something that you need. And it's up to us to get out that mindset and say, you know what you're feeding me is not enough. You know what I mean? Tanika says, I just talked about buying power on my live. It doesn't cost anything to support your friends. And that's what we've been kind of saying the whole time. It's okay to plant the seeds in people's life. Because like Jen was saying, you never know how that comes back to you in the long run. It may not happen today or tomorrow, but in the future, you never know how you blessing somebody else and planting a seed in their lives is going to one day save you. You know what I'm saying? She also says, it's about us getting back to keeping our word. And that's what it is. That's right there. I got to clap you up for that one too. It is. It's about people going back to keeping their word. You say you're going to support me and you're going to show up, or you're going to support me and you're going to like my stuff and you're going to share my stuff. I want to see it. I want you to be a man of your word. You say you're going to be there, then be there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a relationship. It's a relationship without the sex. It's a relationship. Let's be really clear. If you say you're going to show us love, you're going to support us, then do such. Like we're not going to take advantage of you. We want you to win too. You know what I mean? And then she says, credit allows us to negotiate. And we talked a little bit about that and about how you've been helping me with that. Like credit is like, it is what it is. It's a lifesaver. But some people right now need to start with the basics. And that's just keeping their word.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And being honest. If you don't like my shit, then say, listen, I mean, it's okay, but I'm not ready. Tell me the truth. Tell me my shit is trash.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
What? I'd rather you tell me that than lie in my face and say, oh, you lit this, that, and the third. No, tell me if I'm bad.
Tell me what I can work on.
Better, so you follow me.
Tell me some opportunities. Right, you know what I'm saying? And stop being so damn selfish. You know what I mean? But our time is up, and once again, we always find a way to make it happen every week. You guys gotta understand. We got full-time jobs. We got one who's a parent. We got two over here who work about 60 hours a week. And then we got DJ over there who does everything under the sun to make this happen every Sunday. But we thank you so much for tuning in, for supporting us, for loving us. And let me tell you something, we're not going nowhere. We're back next Sunday. But this Sunday we're going to be doing Battle of the Sexes. So please, if you want to be a part of our Soul Brooklyn Challenge, I got men. I need some ladies to be a part of the Soul Brooklyn Challenge. If you're not from Brooklyn, it's okay. But we need you to come down here and slay. We're going to figure out who's better, men or women. We love you so much. We thank you for supporting us. And we see you next week.
Peace.